Most people are unaware of the time Russia almost invaded India. This little-known historical episode reveals the ambitions of the Russian Empire during the 19th century. This event, known as the Great Game, saw Russia pushing south towards British India. The British, fearing the loss of their prized colony, resisted fiercely. This clash of empires had lasting consequences. The 19th century was a time of great power rivalry. The British Empire, with its vast holdings, was a dominant force. Russia, meanwhile, was expanding its influence in Central Asia. This southward expansion brought Russia closer to India, the jewel in the British crown. The British, alarmed by Russia's growing presence, saw it as a direct threat. The two empires engaged in a complex game of diplomacy and espionage. They sought alliances with local rulers and tried to outmaneuver each other. This rivalry, known as the Great Game, created a climate of suspicion and hostility. Russia had several reasons for wanting to gain influence in India. Firstly, India was a land of immense wealth and resources. Control over India would have been a major economic and strategic boon for Russia. Secondly, Russia saw the British presence in India as a threat to its own security. By expanding into Central Asia, Russia aimed to create a buffer zone between itself and British India. Thirdly, Russia, like all great powers, desired to expand its influence and prestige. Confronting Britain in India was a way for Russia to assert itself on the world stage. The Great Game played out over several decades. There were no large-scale battles, but plenty of intrigue and military skirmishes. One key event was the First Anglo-Afghan War, from 1839 to 1842. The British, fearing Russian influence in Afghanistan, tried to install a puppet ruler. The Afghans resisted, leading to a costly British retreat. This conflict highlighted the dangers and complexities of the Great Game. While this conflict never escalated into a full-blown war between Russia and Britain, the tension had a lasting impact. The legacy of the Great Game can still be seen in the complex geopolitics of Central Asia today. The rivalry also left its mark on the literature and culture of both nations.